And I've returned. Welcome back. For those of you watching the VODs on YouTube, hello! Do all the social stuff, etc., etc. We left off having just set up automation for big and medium electric poles, and are in the process of getting more iron. Because more iron and more gear wheels is 100% required. I also left off with Dolly behind me, and yeah, the break was a little bit longer, slightly, because she had jumped up onto my bookcase right behind me, knocking over several amiibo to the floor. So, yeah, that's what she does. That is precisely the thingy that she does. She is always looking to get really, really high. As high as she can possibly be. And that includes getting up on top of all of my bookcases that have amiibo on them. Many amiibo on them. Anyway, I was in the process of what? What am I doing here? I need to make a few more of these assembling machines, I think, so that I can process 15 crushed stone per second. No, I'm not doing that. No. I am not going to do that. I am going to do, where is it? That glorious thing. I think, yeah, that's all of the everything. So we are good on that front. We are just fine on that front. I need another clarifier. Maybe several. Where are they? You. I need iron. I need additional iron. Fortunately, additional iron right up here from our... Still using the stuff from the initial base. Right from our initial base. I'll make a few of those hydro plants to have going forward at some point. I still haven't done any ore sorting. Outside of what I needed to get the glass for my greenhouses. That's all I did, was have it briefly doing ore sorting of Bobmonium for the glass for greenhouses. But now that I have a chest of glass, I am not even bothering anymore. Not until I get catalysts. Another thing that we are working towards. That's, I think, one of the benefits, shall we say, of the Pi Suite. While there's a lot to do at a given tech level, it's not that you're constantly getting more and more and more things to do because your tech is outpacing your ability to build. That's what happens here in Bob's Angels. There's a lot of stuff that keeps getting unlocked and available to you as time goes on, as you tech up. And that's what can be really overwhelming for people, I think, with Angels Bobs in particular. It's always hard to figure out what should I be doing right now. And it's even harder when that actively changes as you're teching up. There's a little bit of that with the Pi Suite, but there's a big gap in time between when you get to the next tech level. So you can unlock all of the stuff in a given tech level, and then that's all you have access to for a good period of time in terms of the mechanics and things that you can realistically do at a given point in time until you actually get into the next tech level or until you actually get the next level of circuits. you are mechanically blocked because you either don't have something to go into a different mechanic or into a new mechanic, don't have the ability to make it yet, or you're blocked by tech. Not as much getting blocked by tech these days due to the existence of the VatBrain biocomputer in the Pi Suite, but yeah, you're still blocked by needing specific resources that you aren't able to do before you're able to do previous things, before you do previous things. There's a very logical progression of things that you can do in the Pi Suite, and a lot of the other stuff ends up being pretty optional or just stuff that you would want to do as something separate. Here, you just get a whole bunch of stuff thrown at you as things that you can potentially do, and as you get more and more tech, it starts adding up more and more and more and more and more and more and more things that you have to do, that you feel like you have to do, and it can get really overwhelming, just because of the pace of tech here combined with the complexity and how much stuff there is. So, I need ore in. I need some sapphirite. Because, like, if I were to actually start using to-do list and list out all the things that I can do and need to do in to-do list right now, this would be a mile long, right? This would be really long because we'd have to have entries for each type of ore to mine each type of ore, to get into trains, to build trains, to set up the train network, and that's just trains. Also need robots, setting up the robot network, setting up automation of all of the things like mall stuff for what I'm using the robots for, setting up builds to use robots and builds that I want to actually use the robots on for various things throughout the base, just getting a picture in my mind of how I want to design the larger base with the rail system network and all of that good stuff. What things I need to scale and get more of, what method I want to do to get more of. Do I want to get into the Angels refining now, or do we wait? Do I go and do all of the chain that I need to get into the mineral catalysts to start doing the individual ore sorting? Well, if I'm doing the individual ore sorting, I will need Givelite to get iron as well as the sapphirite. I'll need those two for the iron. I'll need the stereotype crotinium for the copper. I'll need the bobmonium rubite or crotinium rubite for other things as well, for the tin and for the uh, blah. Yes, the blah for the lead. So it's a lot of stuff, and I'm going to need more power, of course, and I need to tap into coal for power. And on top of all of that, there is the entirety of petrochemical processing as I start to work towards the next level of circuits and modules and the next level of tech as well. Like, I need the next level of tech, which needs some degree of petrochemical refining to get into plastic. So you can see how, I hope you can see how this all begins to add up in terms of all the possible things we can do. And, of course, you know, we just took this little detour over here to do stuff with washing to get into clay. Because there's a whole set of things to do with washing that you need to do as well. And setting up upgraded logistics stuff, getting into the Mark II stuff. It's, yeah, big laundry lists of things and stuffs. But hey, here we are, making things and continuing along. So, did I need to set the recipe. Right. I am doing this beautiful recipe right here on all of these machines. Go, go, go. Do the stuff. It is a good thing I picked up that stack size increase, because I think there would have maybe been a problem. There would have maybe been a slight issue. Anyway, you can go down. And over. Ah, that's a great point. Do I want to add even more you? Even more of you. Well, yeah, I need more of these, so that should pretty much go without saying. But the question is always well, where? Where? Ooh, what? Where? I think I'm gonna sneak this in here. Maybe not exactly like that. Da-da! And essentially this is, yeah, lots more. More of the everything. Consuming 18. Over half. Over half of my iron plates to make these gear wheels. These 9 gear wheels per second. I'll start seeing stuff on the next lane! Huzzah! And, of course, I need to upgrade all of this to yellow. This entire line needs to be yellowized. AKA throughput upgraded. Now, there is also the fact that I am using the deadlocks inserters, deadlocks loaders, and stacking belt boxes. This can be used, absolutely, to help to improve the overall throughput on my belts. But that also makes it a little bit more complicated to pull stuff off of the main bus if you're using stacked items like that, because then you need the stackers to unstack when you need to pull stuff off. And need to plan around having that spacing to do just that. And I have not done that, generally, in my builds thus far. Unfortunately. However, with all of that said and done, I now should abso-freaking-lutely have enough iron throughput at the very least, as well as significantly more on the gears, even though it is still not trickling down enough to get into all of this. But hey, at least we've got big power poles and medium power poles slowly but surely being made. These are big eaters on these sticks. My goodness. My goodness. And what's going to end up happening is these are going to be logistic chests in the end. I am pretty darn certain. What? You put TSM stuff under Angel's vehicles? Well, sure. If it's all together like that, I am actually okay with this. It makes complete and total sense to have a category dedicated to all of the stuff involving trains. The only thing missing is the rails. But you know what? Sure. I'll go with that. All of the train logistics system stuff, even the bulk rail loaders are in here, so that yeah, I'm okay with that. That works. Don't know why the actual trains are under Angel's Logistics rather than the vehicles, but sure. Fine. Whatever. I need the locomotives. But actually, what I'm trying to get into next are these robots. Robots! Glorious robots. Beautiful, glorious robots. So these do have a supply area, no construction area. I'm going to grab these guys and start handcrafting stuff here a bit. Do I have... modular armor. No, and I think I need the next thingy, don't I? The next circuit to get into that. Modular armor. Yes, I need the next circuit board for that, not even the next circuit. So that is gonna be a while. To be completely honest, those are going to need plastic and silicon to get into, realistically. So let's. Oh, hello. That is big. Big. Big, big. Big, big, big. Construction zone expanders. Logistic zone expanders and recharge stations. So piecemeal. We are piecemeal here. And then just a few construction bots. I don't really need all that many of them. Oh, I need to grab Bebs. Da Bebs! I need the Bebs. And I think it's iron that I need all of. On here, Gib, cargo bots, glorious cargo bots. Note that cargo capacity, it is huge. Bebs, yes, basic electronic boards. BEBs, Bebs. I did not name them. They are Bebs. Basic electronic boards. And then there's I think there's a basic circuit board into the basic electronic board. And then there's the electronic circuit board, or ECBs. ECBs. Electronic circuit board. And then the like superior circuit board, multi-layer circuit board, circuit board. Wasn't there like a basic electronic circuit board at one point? It was nuts. So I think these names have been a little bit more simplified, but still, I could have sworn there was a basic electronic circuit board at one time. It was, yeah, naming. Naming is a thing that's important. So how much stuff fits in one of these? A lot. Good. I can shove things in here. These have a stack size of 50 each. Yes. Yes. Just yes. All the things. Excellent. Finally, bots. That is tiny. Whoa. Okay. And what about the... Okay, so the construction zone expander is nice. That logistic zone expander is pitiful. Oh, and the remote charging station is the same as a logistic zone expander, except that it charges. So why the hell would I ever really need to build a small logistic zone expander over a charging station? What? What? I'm just grabbing random text now, just because I can. I don't have a plan. Pump jacks is probably necessary to get into like everything, but hey, sure. Anyway, I'm gonna need more of those. A lot more of those. Yes, I know I can do automation, but screw it. I also need, you know, the logistic chests. Hello, hello. Where's the logistic chest that we're supposed to have unlocked with all of these things? What tab do they fall under? Here, under Bob's Logistics. Okay. They are under Bob's Logistics. And we can only have big ones. We can only have big providers and big requesters. For some reason. That's all we're allowed to have. Are big boys. Only big boys. Don't really know. Should probably set a few storage chests to have them take stuff and bring stuff. Oh, hey, I can build a car now. Let's maybe have a car. That will help. And or the construction vehicle, which should put a construction zone around it. That would help more. Give me one of those. Just so that we can have a look at it. I don't think it's particularly fast. Have I started metallurgy yet? No. I have not done advanced metallurgy because I want to do the advanced metallurgy on a train network. And I want to do the train network after I've set up a bot-based mall and terminated my main bus. Which I'm about to do, by the way. Now that I have the stuff, I don't really need the main bus anymore. But it's a little bit more complicated when I'm forced into using big chests for this, for the providers. So, yeah. Sort of makes things a little bit uglier, I must say. But considering how not well I've designed this to begin with, I think we'll be fine. Gotta bring those circuits down. Yeah, like, I can bring whatever else I need to bring down pretty easily. Over on the sides. Hey, that I consider success right there. So yeah, what's... what's even, like, the point of the not charging stuffs? Like, I don't understand. What's even the point of these? Do they... I see now. Okay. These don't need power. I completely comprehend and understand. These don't need power. That's why you want to use these. These will always need power to provide the recharge rate. So that's really nifty and good to know. I am glad that I now know this. So I need to now automate this production of the various thingies. I need to bring my bebs down as well. So let's keep on expanding on those chests. I need more on my chests here, my providers in particular. Give me stuff. Build the things. This is a major transition, by the way. I've been very much looking forward to this moment where I can just have things all here at the end of the bus and have my mall below. That was a very, very short bus. Can I point out, this is not that much bus. Though bigger / there's more stuff going on this bus, I think, than on my Crastorio bus. My Crastorio playthrough right now on YouTube has a lot of, like, belt-based mall type stuff, just because I can't go into bots yet. They come a little bit later. Yeah. So, what's eating all of that? I have done a thing. I am mining a lot. I have half my energy being used in mining drills right now. So, it is time for upgrades. Absolutely time for upgrades. I am, what? No more steel? Okay. My steel has died. Thingies. More thingies. Let's hold off on those and make these more steel. So these are twice as effective, these particular boilers and steam engines, as the previous tier. They also consume the same amount of water, which helps with water logistics for those of you doing various things. Yes, if I have circuit network, I can have 50-50 chests of 2 different materials. I'm not using... I don't use the circuit network in that way. I am inherently lazy. I don't do logic stuff unless I am 100% forced to. That is one aspect of the game I think is not a thing I want to ever particularly use unless fully necessary. Because it is not necessary. I mean, it's not needed to go and do anything involving circuits ever. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it to complete a game. And for the majority of people, I would say it's a confusing system overall. And most won't use it. How many Is this actually a full line of 20? Yes, it is. I use it for TSM, and I explain how that works with TSM. So that's, generally speaking, the extent of what I use the circuit stuff for. I use the circuit stuff also on barrels for barreling, barrel production, limiting my inserters at times, but anything even remotely more advanced than that, I don't care. It ends up being too much work to think about and design. It's spending more time on trying to make something better than actually playing and building more of the everything. So see, we've sorted out the power problem already. However, I probably want to get additional mining of stuff in here. Note that while this is space efficient, it's not. It isn't actually fuel value efficient. It's the equivalent of upgrading this, like doubling this in terms of fuel value. So let's keep that in mind. We go up to 3.6 megawatts from 1.8. And we need to feed that beast. This is 4 megajoules per unit of coal. A gray belt can only feed 60 megawatts at 15 per second, so it can't actually feed a full line of 20 of the upgraded stuffs. I have an ollie. You gonna jump? You gonna go on the back? Ollie, you're looking. There you go. There's Ollie. Hello, my boy. Welcome back. Welcome back to the back of the chair. So, yeah, I would need the full amount, 15 per second, on the coal here, going up the line of the gray belt, and it wouldn't even feed all of this. Because all of this, when fully upgraded, would provide like 72 megawatts. We'll see it once I actually do this full upgrade here. I've got 5. I don't need more boilers. 10, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I need another 2 on top of that. I think, yeah. Once all this is upgraded, it should come out to like 72. Hello! Welcome. Welcome to the last 50 or so minutes of the stream as I take care of a little bit of an issue with power, especially as I have begun a transition into robots, and that's going to put some strain on my power production. Just upgrading these artisanally reskinned stuffs, steam engines and boilers, and just discussing a little bit about fuel value and power and throughput on belts. Now that I have upgraded this into a yellow belt, I can throw up to 30 items per second at this, and that times 4 should be more than enough on all of this. 76.8. I don't know where that 0.8 is coming from, but yeah, 76.8. Interesting. Do I share my save game file? So I can. I think I've put a link to a shared folder for stream saves through my Google Drive on my Discord. I would need to put the saves in there, though. I can put the beginning of it, but I don't know about during the playthrough or anything like that. It wasn't really used at all that much when I was very consciously adding additional stuff to it, adding in all of my saves and such. So this is a line of 30 of the basic mining drills. I can upgrade this to those. I need more iron and steel. Great. Yeah, I don't know where that extra little power stuff's coming from. Right. Do I need to go into any of this? At some point. Really? Milling drums? Really? So the powder sorting is not worth it, like, at all, ever. So I don't do that ever, ever, ever. What would be useful is down here at the, like, thorium stuff, being able to get individual ore sorting for thorium, and that is going to need these, both of these, to do that, to do the individual ore sorting for thorium. That would be the only reason for me to go down this line, and I don't need this. Do not need this. So what I do have shared is the uh, string save, that the string for the map, uh, and I had in the first video showed what all of my settings were, which should for the startup settings for all the mods. I don't think that gets saved on a string sharing. So I do have that. I can put up like my initial first day save to share that. Do I want these? I don't know. I don't know. Are these any different, or do these just look different? So we have the basic thing of 259, 600, 2,600. 300, 800, 3,800. So the crawler trains are better. This is 259. This is the same. So the smelting train is a direct upgrade. The crawler train is just better. Huh. Good to know. What do I want for tech? I'm almost... Well, not quite almost, but I am starting to run out of valuable ideas as to what to keep adding onto this. Movement speed. Hey, sure, why not? I don't need those nano explosives. What about reach and intermediate stuff? Inventory. Inventory! Invent for me! And reach more. Sure. Why not? Nothing else is going to be, like, even remotely useful at this moment in time. Eventually I'll do all that stuff, but for right now it's just a non-factor. Also, why are you not anything? Because you only work on overflow. That's why. Let's go ahead and not overflow anymore. Do we have all green lights here? Yes, we do. So that's producing 20, I would hope, out of 36. Yeah. It's making 20. Just like this is making 10. I can upgrade this as well into steel, but it would require me to upgrade this, if I upgrade all of these Mark 1s to Mark 2s, I would have to upgrade these to Mark 2s and add 3 more. And this is my primary, like, only supply of the stone and stone brick. Well, stone brick in particular. But do I really need it to keep going? Probably not. I can just throw it into a thing and destroy all stuff. How convenient. 160, 150. I hear him snoring. Hi. Hello, my Ollie. I hear him, like, breathing behind me. It's a little, That is a vehicle. Hello, vehicle. Let's have a look-see at you. That is a trunk. That is a lot of space. That is a lot of space. Like, what? I apparently built it backwards. Okay. That is apparently the front. I would not have guessed. Oh, hey, I broke a thing. So this takes damage easily. It has a, I don't even see, health of 3,500. It also completely annihilates power poles really easily. That's also good to know. It's a pretty loud engine on it, too. There we go. I can use this amount of stuff, storage, for building, rails. In particular, for building rails. I was in the process of, like, getting extra steel to be able to upgrade this stuff. Because there's still those 6 down there to upgrade, but bleh. It does not have the tank mechanic to circle in place. That's a little sad. But I guess it's not on tractor wheels. Or on the belted wheels. So off we go! I'm apparently eating all of my tin because it's gone into chests down at the end. Let's just head on down. So I guess with this construction vehicle, I can put in a, like, thing to give it a construction zone around it, or it's just, like, material holder. Holds all of the stuff I could ever desire for construction of things. I think that's primarily what I'd end up using it for. Meant to be positioned, filled with stuff, and left to its own devices for robots. Yes. Robots build. My thought is that, yes, you put in some stuff here to give it a construction zone, this construction roboport around it, and then it can just be left to build. And it holds so much stuff, too. That is really nice. Really nice. I see this as being useful to build a train network with nanobots in particular. That's how I see myself using it over time. Let's go ahead and have all of that placed. I still need to bring down a few other thingies. Oh, and I guess it would also need a generator to function. Oh, that grid. Yes, grid. And then filled with fuel. Wow, that goes by fast. I'm sure it's filling a, yeah, electricity buffer. Oh. Yeah, that's what I figured. So it fills an electricity buffer and then it starts pulling in stuff. This has a huge buffer in it, I would imagine. This can also be placed in the trains. Yeah, in the crawler trains. Well, that's good to know. And I guess at some point there's also like all the Bob's vehicle stuff should be able to go in here too, right? And then like you can have the solar panels, vehicle solar panels and all that good stuff that can apply to this, and you can not have to use this burner generator. Well, good. I was going to be automating the everything now out of robots. So first off is to automate the robots. So let's go ahead and set this up. Did I bring down Bebs? No, I did not. That is the next item on the agenda. Let's get the Bebs brought down. / over. There's my Bebs into a provider chest. Oh boy, requester chests. Where are those? Let's get all of these glorious things. Oh yeah, and place that there so I can have robots remove things from my inventory. There they go. They are stupendously slow. Yeah. 4.3 kilometers an hour is a little bit on the slow side. But they carry, like, stacks of stuff at a time. It's glorious. Yes, Snailbot Mark 0. They carry 100 units of stuff, though, which I am very grateful for. I guess stick that there with a couple inserters and you're good to go. Set the request. I should... Oh, come on. I didn't have... Settings. Mod settings. Where are you? Where? For player? Additional pace settings. Thanks. There's a very key thing that's supposed to be checked here that's not additive. Thank you. That's what I want. That's what I'm used to. I'm used to having it set to additive so I can just queue up, add a whole bunch of stuff into a chest at a time. I didn't ever really play Industrial Revolution to the point of Clockwork Bots. I was bored. I grew weary. It's the same items for the other thing, right? The construction bots. Yeah, it's identical items, so pretty much the exact same on here. Just give power. These guys though don't need as many. Don't really need as many as them. I need all of the bots here. I don't have access to the smaller, to the Bob versions of these guys, so for now, that's just gonna go right into one of those. How's the energy doing? Fair. Fair enough. And there's my bots automated. My bots are being made. I can just come over here and add them to wherever I need them on these construction bots. they're going. They're automating themselves. It's glorious. And all of this shenaniganry has only just begun because next on the agenda, I need to automate literally everything else involved in this process. So I need to do the chests, the logistic chests, wherever those live here. Those are going to require the big chests from angels and then everything that they require. So I need those two at minimum, and then wherever the heck the big chests live, and the iron chests from here. So these are made out of iron chests out of plates. We're going to do, I think, a little bit of sharing on the requester boxes. And then the provider boxes there. Place those down, give power. I like having the doohickeys there. So because I have additive on here, you see what happens as I do additive. Wait, what? Why are you not adding stuff? That does not work the way that I expected it to work. Huh. I expect it to add, not replace, and then not let me add anymore. Well, anyway, because these have a shared stuff in the iron, I can just request the most complex thingy here. I want it to be even easier than that, but apparently game doesn't like that. Won't let me have my cake and eat it too, I guess. So I don't need a whole bunch of these big chests. In the end, just like a stack is fine. So now that is automated, and there is a big problem in the current state of Factorio, in that if I, at this point in the game, try setting up personal logistics and auto trash, if there's updates to mods, this gets completely reset until I actually pick up the logistic tech. Where are you? The very specific logistic robotics tech that actually unlocks character logistic requests and auto trash filters. This right here, being behind an unlocked tech, basically what happens when the game updates mods. Mods tend to have a little piece of code that is, it's called reset tech effects, and that essentially it resets your tech effects, which means that you lose the ability briefly to have logistic stuff done, even though you have the logistic stuff on you. Hello, Ave. Welcome to the last half hour of today's stream. I'm just mentioning how even though I technically now have some logistic bots in my base, you need to be very careful with setting up personal logistics and auto trash before you pick up the tech for logistics, because when there's updates, this gets cleared. When there's updates to mods, this will completely clear back to default, which is why I have the mod to, it's in the menu here, to import and export strings, personal logistics strings. It's way down here, blocked by me, but import personal logistics, export personal logistics. That's very, very useful. So there is a mod that converts your current logistic request / trash slot configuration into a string that you can then import after a mod update completely erases it on you. That is until you get into logistics. Fortunately, I can actually directly work towards logistic bots right now, this logistic robotics. Unfortunately, it's blocked by a blue science tech in the form of advanced oil processing because either Bob or the folks working on Angels have screwed up somewhere and have not given any thought about electric engine units being a not blue science tech, yet they're after a blue science tech in advanced oil processing. Yes, I should be used to this from the Pi Suite, but this is something that was a problem in the Pi Suite and was fixed in the Pi Suite. I'm pretty sure this is fixed in the Pi Suite. To see that this is here when this is such a popular mod pack setup to run, that this is still here all this time later is, yeah, it's confusing to me. I don't know why it's like that right now. Also, I need to pick up you and you apparently to be able to do plastic and batteries and accumulators and accumulator 2s apparently, even though that's, oh, that is BEBs. Oh, that's fast, slow, and high capacity accumulators. Excuse me. Yes, time will fix everything in ABX. One can hope. So, continuing along with the everything in here, I am now in need of automating the actual stuffs. The crawler thingy, Robobox, the remote charging stations. I'll go ahead and do the logistic zone expanders as well. And what else do I want from here? Would be nice to have silos and warehouses, but one step at a time, please. The locomotives would be nice, along with their chest, the chests. Crawler locomotive wagon. Crawler wagon. So this locomotive wagon is a locomotive with a higher max consumption, but also what? Like, really? Storage? No storage. It's additional equipment grid and power to pull trains. But why would I have this over another locomotive? Can I make a lube without advanced oil processing? So, yeah, like lubricant, base mineral oil. Like, there's a recipe here. Base mineral oil. Can I do base mineral oil right now? Yeah, I can. It came to mind that in Factorio 2, I might want to consider Shawl's recipes for late game. For when I beacon everything, may end up with one operation taking less than a tick. Yes. So that tech mod for Factorio, for that recipe mod, I'm guessing that it increases output and time on the late phase recipes to give you more headroom for beginning speed, because that I would absolutely consider adding if it is legit a problem even with the vanilla beacons. Like sorry, I repositioned. Sorry, I thought you left. He's sneaky. He's sneaky. He's gray and very stealth kitten. Anyway, yeah, so that would be useful. I would actually like something for this as well. That's in the similar vein in ABX that just increases time and ingredients and output on specific recipes to add headroom for all of the insane speed bonuses that Bob's has, because you do get limited to the tick rate of the game. That's the literal speed limit, is the tick rate on all recipe processing. You can only process one recipe action in a tick. So no matter what, you're limited by that, even if you could theoretically go even faster. So I was in the middle of talking about why would I ever need this tender? Like what does it give? Like what even, besides like the aesthetics of this? Why? Why? Cargo wagon, robot wagon. Okay, what's the difference between a cargo wagon and a robot wagon? Both have the same equipment grid. The cargo wagon weighs half as much. Productivity does not have a limit, no. Uh, well, if you're referring to the, again, everything is limited by tick rate. The productivity does count as a separate tick. Anyway, I'm just gonna make those and only use those. So productivity will happen if a recipe is operating at the tick rate. That's the point I need to make there. Yes, you will get the productivity output if productivity happens at the same time as a regular output, and you do get that even if everything's operating at the tick rate. But I doubt productivity in and of itself can cycle above the tick rate. I'm sure that is also limited to the game tick rate, 160 cycles per second. If one could theoretically push productivity high, that particularly high, for that to happen, because you're talking productivity happening 60 times a second at that point. It's like, yeah, that's a little extreme of an example, but theoretically, potential limit is there. Anyhoozle, I need to get this expanded. I need to get this expanded. I need apparently more of these. Hey. More of these. Thanks. That. That, and that. And that, and... Actually, I want that shared. Ah, that sucks, actually. Ah, that even more sucks. But it looks like I don't really have much of a choice in the matter. You will pull that stuff there. This keeps that stuff. You need to pull stuff there, but it needs to be the same as this stuff. You need to have the regular locomotives, which exist where? What tab are the regular locomotives and the regular cargo wagons? These need steel engines. Bebs. Steel. Bebs. I need to add engines onto you. And that should be good. That should be fine. Additive, like having 9k product. So productivity affects the speed at which the productivity thing happens. So it fills up a bar, and when that bar cycles, you get the output of the recipe. And higher values than 100% simply keep speeding up the rate of how fast that bar fills. It doesn't actually give you more stuff when it fills, ever. It just gives you the stuff more quickly. The free stuff more quickly. And yes, it is. I think it would be tick rate limited on that. Let me get these inserters going here. I have these requests requesting, yes, yes. Gib power to the everything. I am not using the correct power poles. Hold up. I am not even remotely using the correct power poles. Why the heck have I not been using the objectively correct power poles? Ah, that's a shame. I need the thingy there. Can I make a thingy? Yes, I can make plenty of thingies. Yeah, it's about to... Yeah. Power. Medium. Medium reigns supreme. And then, of course, there are upgraded medium power poles and bobs, angels. Well, bobs, I should say, very specifically. You can continue upgrading these things, and it's glorious, magnificent stuff. Yes, place that, and over time, we'll get more and more and more of these cargo robots that are able to actually move 100 units at a time. They are... I think these guys are pretty decent for mall-type setups, because they just move so much stuff, and the building recipe buildings consume so much stuff so quickly that I think it's better to have the higher cargo size on these. If you have a productivity bonus... Well, no, it's... The way that Factorio handles the productivity bonus has always been that, like, say you have a 20% productivity bonus, the standard cycle of the building will cycle 5 times before you get the productivity bonus, which is a 6th item output that is free. It is the output, the same result. It's just free without having to spend any resources on it. So you get 6 items for the price of 5 with a 20% productivity bonus. That's really how it works. You can think of it in a different way, in many different ways, but that's effectively what's happening. Is you're getting 6 items for the amount of time it took as well to make 5, and the items it took to make 5. But you still need the resources to make 5 to begin with. To even get that 6th item for free. Another of those little intricacies involving productivity that you need to keep track of, because that is rather important conceptually. So, what is next that I want to add into this mall? Obviously I need some assembling machines, so let's pick up some from the belt bed part of this. I'm also going to be very, 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 very limited by BEBs now, because I'm only making one basic electronic board. Alexa, stop. Just stop. I'm only making 1 per second here. I need a lot more than that. And it looks like you are being limited by the basic circuit boards? I can understand that. They're all going down and filling up that chest at the very end. And of course, once you get above the 100% productivity, the way that it does work after that is that it starts doing multiple cycles for every standard cycle. So actually, productivity caps out pretty quick if you're thinking about it, if you're using speed as well. So if you have a building capped on speed at the tick rate, then it also by necessity gets capped on productivity at 100% productivity, because it can't go faster than the tick rate. Another reason for running mods that slow recipes down, and a reason to maybe not have as much speed either if you're able to throw productivity. Always focus productivity over speed. Always focus, maximize productivity before you start increasing speed. Like the resources will always be more valuable to you than the time and the footprint. Well, technically all resources are infinite, but to an extent. To an extent of how much you've built of the processing of the materials. Ideally, you'd have productivity down the entire line, and eventually you can build stuff without needing all that much mining to begin with. And save on entity count, and therefore save on performance to increase total final output. Anyway, this is going to be what? I need to set up stuff for trains. Let's set up all of the rest of the stuff involving trains. That sounds like a wonderful plan. Time for the things for trains. Fortunately, that is limited to just a very specific set of things. Rails, some... Oh god, I need insulated wires. That means I need rubber. That means I need resin. That means I need the every freaking thing. Resin. You. Wood. Wood to resin. Bioprocessor. The hell are you? No, really. The hell are you? Bioprocessor? Steel. Hey. Huh. I'm gonna steal some steel. Where are you? That icon, I swear, it does not exist. It was here. Bioprocessor. Yeah, I don't think there's really a way to automate deconstruction like that, sadly. To just automatically destroy filled chest of things. So resin. Resin's nice. I like resin. Uh, why do I need resin? I need resin because then I can actually make rubber. You need resin to make rubber, not that rubber apparently. That rubber. Resin into rubber in a furnace. Hey. And then into an insulated wire that you can then make into your circuit wires. Yay. Oh boy. This is gonna be fun. Because I also saw that I need tinned copper wire, which is gonna need copper wire. Plus tin. May as well make that stuff available onto my network. Also, assembling machine. Hey, you will make me what? That. You will make me this thing. There you go. And where are you? Where are you? I know I have them. There we go. You will take that. And we'll need to request and supply. Resin used in anything of value otherwise, but not anything I want to consider here. So that'll be that. Just request the everything from you. This can live there and there. Gib da power to da everything. You need to get in some. Oh boy, good point. Flip flop. Time to flip flop. You go. Da 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 da. So very stupid, but hey. So wood has a fuel value. In case you were not aware, I should have built it here. Or moved this here. Too late now. I'm done with you. You can be as stupid as you are. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing. Make the rubber. Glorious and beautiful rubber. Output, input, input, request, but don't request that. Get all of that stuff and that stuff. Wait, why do you what? You don't need that. Why you hello? Why you know you're adding one at a time, right? There. Stuff things. Stacks and stacks and stacks of things. That'll get the tinned wire that I need. I'll have the stuff for you, which again, quester. Oh god, I need chests. Chests. Wherefore art thou? Gimme. Gimme. Yeah, I think that's right. Request supply. Wow, that's so much. Do this stuff and add in those insulated wires. Where's insulated wires? Insulated wires. Why are you not in this tab? Why are you under petrochemical refining? Like, what? I also need iron sticks. Sure. Sure, why not? Gib rubber, gib tinned cable, gib iron plates. Which are where? What? Iron plates are in metallurgy casting, I guess. Iron plates, yes, there. This will be rods. Wherever they exist. Excuse me? Rods? Rods. Sticks. Sticks, rods. Things. Stuff. Things! There. And... there. Da-da! Wait, what? Why is that off a tile? Why is that off, like, a lot of tile? Here, a line. Like, a line. Somewhat. So that as I scale... we can at least look decent. Okay. Now they're bringing stuff. I've got that stuff. Now I just... this should be the green wire, but oh well. I don't need green wires. Green wires are for suckers. Arithmetic and decider combinators and all of this everything. Those, and those. Ta-da! These share items completely, so that's fine and dandy. These share items completely, so that's fine and dandy. These, not so much. Oh, I need, the thingies. More thingies. Hi. Lamps are using glass, don't they? Nope! Okay. Another one of those things. It's like, oh hey, Pie Sweet uses glass, right? Yes. Pie Sweet uses glass, this not so much. Let's grab the, circuits. Where do circuits live? That is a great question. Hey, where do those circuit intermediates live? That would be good to know. There you are, under the actual Angels, under Angels components, because these are totally Angels components. No, they're not. And copper cable, which is and intermediate not listed here for some reason. Copper cable. Under metallurgy casting. For some reason. And I need that to go somewhere. We'll put it there. Copper cables. Back it up. And looking at the clock next to me, it's time to end the stream. Yeah, that's yes, stuffs. You need lamps. That's all I need to add onto this. Lamps! Glorious lamps! Go. Do lovely stuff. For you. Otherwise, everything I think is just fine on all of their requests. I will set all of these thingies up like so. And I think that's going to be that. Oh hey, I need stone to make rail. Oh boy, we need a dedicated build for stone that I've been putting off for a very long time. So I know what we're doing next time we meet. Hello, Ollie. The baby boy has come again to say goodbye to everyone as he squirms. As she gets squirmy. It is time to end off the stream for today, folks. What did we get done ultimately? Set up engine units and got into the actual bots, the initial crawler bots from Angels mods, actually, and scaled the iron by another 20 iron per second. Now, a few reminders at the end of the stream today for folks that weren't around when I gave my announcements. I will be away, not this weekend, but the following weekend, and through the entirety of the week thereafter, from the 10th through the 18th. So I will not be streaming on the Sunday, the Tuesday, Thursday, and the following Sunday, which would be the 18th as well. And because I'm going to be missing 2 Sundays in a row, and since folks haven't really been watching the Pyblock series, even like these most recent VODs even are significantly lower view count than everything else going live. This Sunday's stream, which is my next stream, is going to be the final Pyblock stream. Period. The final one. And we will be streaming this once I return from Massachusetts, which is where I'll be going to help with moving and clearing out stuff up at the house there. I will be streaming this every single stream day until it is finished. And once it is finished, whatever comes after this is very likely not going to be streamed on Twitch, but streamed on YouTube. So, just with all of that being said and all of those reminders, I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku Showboat. If you are watching the VODs on YouTube, please be sure to do all the social stuff down below the video. You can, of course, follow me on Twitch if you would like during this period of time at twitch.tv/otakushowboat, and you can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. I will be back on Sunday for the final Pyblock stream, and we'll be continuing this in the 2 days of next week, Tuesday and Thursday. I hope to see you all on the next one.